Good afternoon, ma'am.
As we have covered all these objectives and such features of the National Stock Exchange, here we have listed the advantages. What are the merits of this stock exchange, National Stock Exchange? ठीक? So, first point is that largest exchange means this National Stock Exchange. It is the largest exchange in our country. So this these stock exchange, as we know, it is dealing in trading the securities, buying and selling of securities are to be conducted in this stock exchange. So it is the largest exchange in of our country. Next is nationwide reach, means that this stock exchange, this national stock exchange, it is providing a nationwide facilities. Means all over the country, it is providing facility it is providing a platform for this equity, debenture, bonds, and all kinds of securities. Next is equal access to investors. Means this national stock exchange, it ensures equal access to the investors who want to invest fund in such kind of securities. So it is provide equal access to all the investors who want to invest in these securities. Next advantage of this national stock exchange is that it provides the electronic and screen based trading system. Means no doubt it is not compulsory, but it is providing this electronic and fair, efficient, and transparent securities market to these investors. Those are using electronic trade system. Means they can be the trade to be taken place on the online basis on the internet. All such by opening a demat account, we can do all such transactions are to be taken place. Next, it provides trade and post trade information. So these national stock exchange, it is providing all such trade, means the trade and the post trade information to the investors. Means all such information regarding the live buying and selling of the securities, and the next securities when it is to be launched, when it is to be transact or traded in the market. Next is speed and liquidity. So stock exchange market, as it is providing it use the all the securities are exchanged in a high speed, which ensures the liquidity. Means easily it can be converted into cash when it is required. When a person wants to sell the securities, he can easily sell it in the market, and easily it is convertible into the cash. Next is shorter settlement cycles. Means these shorter settlement cycles are to be prepared, mean for short terms, so that these are available for the short term, and the medium term needs are to be completed, are to be meted in these markets. Next is investor service center. So this stock exchange market, it has opened 6 investor service centers across all over the country. There are 6 centers are to be opened. So so that these are to be very convenient to people to invest, as it is providing the online facilities. So that is more convenient for the people to invest in these stock exchange market. Next is it is providing a platform for corporate announcements. Means this national stock exchange, it is providing a network where a corporate announcement, means the companies it may want to, when it wants to issue the shares, it is to be announced, it is to be published in this stock exchange market. So there is lots of benefits of this national stock exchange market. So next we have the, if we talk about the India, the big another exchange, it is the over the counter exchange of India. So about the meaning, we have cleared out these um, over the counter exchange. So here a little bit description of this account is. So, so we have given us such meaning. Yesterday also we were talking about this over the counter exchange of India. So it is an also an electronic stock exchange based in India that is comprises of small and medium sized firms. So these are meeting the needs of small and medium types of firms for supplying funds are uh, where the securities are to be sell and purchased by the people. As if we talk about the features, so it this this stock exchange market, it is having a various kinds of features. As we have told that it is an electronic market. So here some features are listed. So here we have listed some features of this over the counter exchange of India. So first is the use of modern technology. So in this, there is modern technology is used in this over the counter exchange of India. Like as there are special counters and all such operations are to be done electronically based. So that's why in this over the counter exchange, there is, it is known by the name that it is modern technologies are to be used in this exchange. Next is restriction for other stock. So in this over the counter exchange, the stocks and shares listed in over the counter exchange will not be listed in the over the counter exchange of India, and similarly stock listed in this will not be listed in other stock exchange. Means all those shares which are listed in this counter that are not listed in other stock exchange, and those listed in other stock exchange that are not to be listed in the over the counter exchange of India. So there is restriction imposed on some stocks. Next is minimum issued capital requirement. There is minimum capital, minimum equal capital should be 30 lakhs out of the minimum public funds. So there is to be minimum capital is to be required for these stock exchange market. Next is there is a restriction for large companies. No company with having a issued capital is more than 25 crores is to be permitted to list their securities under this exchange. So there is restriction is imposed on some large companies. Means those capital investment is about 25 crores. Next is it is base capital requirement for the members. Means those members, they have to maintain a minimum base of capital that is rupees 4 lakh, which is to be trade on permitted on the listed securities or listed list in this stock exchange. So minimum requirement of capital is 4 lakh. Next is it is a all India network. Means this over the counter exchange of India, it is the counter exchange where all, where it is providing all the locations, all the parts of our country. So that's why it is another feature is that all India network, it is providing facility for all the different zones of our country, so that investment may be then our securities may be exchanged. Next is satellite facilities. So this satellite facility for this over the counter exchange of India is required for its operation, as these operations are jointly held with Press Trust of India, and that's why this satellite facility is required for this, for operating of this over the counter exchange of India. Next is computerization of transactions. Means all the transaction are computerized. Means computer at each counter is enables to deal all such entries are to be, our transactions are to be made through this computer, because it is a modern technology is used in this, computer technology is used, online transaction is done by this. So that's why it is known by the name, the computer transaction are to be done in the over the counter exchange. So these are the listed features of the over the counter exchange of India. Now we have the various objectives. Up to this, all clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we have the objectives. What are the objectives of this over the counter exchange of India? Now, here, first we have that it is providing a alternative market. As we know that we have another markets also. There are National Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange, other markets also. So another objective is that it is providing an alternative market to the for these securities, where these companies gonna sell trade their securities. Only listed securities are to be traded, and I told you in the future also that the securities which is already listed in the other stock exchange are not to be taken, not to be listed in this uh, over the counter exchange. Next is replacing a traditional method. Of course, this is here a modern technology is using, modern methods are using, computerized system is using. So that's why it is replacing the traditional trading system. As traditional way, all the settlements are done on the, and providing lots of paperwork is to be there. So it is providing such, or it is replacing the traditional methods of trading system. Next is transparency in trading. So it is there is transparent trading is done, mean no frauds, no paper errors are to be done in this over the counter exchange. So that's why there is fully transparency is done in this over the counter exchange. There is no kind of manipulation is to be done in the transaction, like in the handwritten one it may be done, but in computerization there is no kind of manipulation is to be done. Also, next is it is nationwide daily, means it is covering all such nation, all the areas, all the parts of the nation where these securities are to be traded. Next, it encourages the small companies. Yes, these over the counter exchange, it deals in the short term securities. It is providing such short term securities to the small companies, as there are small numbers of shares are listed in this stock exchange, means for a short period. So that's why it encourages the small companies. And next is marketing of that segment. Now they here debt segment means, this is the debt means the money that is to be mm, lended, or that is to be exchanged in the form of these shares. So it is providing a market. Their marketing is done on this means on this level, this modern technology level. All such debt segment it is providing to the such small scale and other companies. Now one also I told you that there is means it all the transactions are to be done on the computer basis, mean with the help of internet. By using the internet, all such transactions takes place. So these are such objectives of the over the counter. Now if we talk about, as from these we have concluded that it has various kinds of advantages too, because it is providing transparency in the transactions. It helps in providing the small small companies, it encourages small companies, because the listed secures are small in numbers. And also it is providing the liquidity facility. The securities are easily converted into cash. Also, it is using the internet. The computerized system is there, which is very convenient, and where the frauds are lessened, where the mistakes are lessened. So that's why it is providing such online transaction or online trade is to be conducted in this. No doubt, it is all such securities which is listed in other stock exchange, it is not dealing in that. So it is another feature is that it has own specialization is there, as it is provide all such modern technologies facilities to the people. So now there are the next we talk about the SEBI. SEBI is also a exchange board of India, as this is known as the Securities and Exchange Board of India. Now, what is SEBI? Can you tell me what is SEBI? All you have listened this term, the Securities Board of India. So it is the logo of this SEBI Exchange Board of India. So can you tell me what is this SEBI? क्या होता है SEBI? SEBI. Anyone else? So if we talk about this Securities Exchange Board of India, it was initially it was a non-stationary body without any statutory power. So in 1995, this Securities Exchange Board of India, it was given an additional security power by the government of India through an amendment to the Securities and Exchange Board of Act 1992. Now in April 1998, this Securities Exchange Board of India, it was constituted as a regular capital market in India under the resolution of government. So these securities which are listed in this Security Exchange of India, as we have treated, it is established on 12th November 1992, accordance with the provision of the Securities Exchange Act 1992. So all its main function is to stop fraudulent activities which are to be conducted in the stock exchange market. So this SEBI, this Stock Exchange Board of India, it is a regular Indian stock exchange market which is set up under the Security Exchange Board, and which is a body set on 12 April, which is I have told you earlier also. Also through this government resolution in efforts to be given to this stock exchange market. So in the initial paid up capital was 50 crore, which is provided by the promoters, the IDBI, IFCI, and the ICICI Bank. And the board of SEBI comprises of 9 members, excluding the chairman. There is chairman is another member. So excluding chairman, there are 9 members from the Ministry of Finance and Law, and 1 member from the RBI, and 2 other members are appointed by the central government. So these SEBI, this stock exchange, it has 4 full-time members, including the chairman. So this is a small introduction about the stock exchange. So even if we talk about the this I mean what kind of it is having the objectives, and if we talk about the purpose. So if we talk about the what is the purpose of the SEBI, why it is why it is established this board. So here the purpose of SEBI. So here we have discussing the purpose of SEBI. Means here issuers are there, investors are there, and the intermediary bodies are there. Now the first is, as we know that the purpose and the role of this SEBI is to facilitate the effective mobilization and allocation of resources of this security exchange market. So first group which meets need marketplace in which they can raise funds in easy and efficient way. Means the issuer means the person who gonna issue the securities. So it provides a marketplace in which they can raise the funds in easy and efficient manner. Next is investors. For investors need, it is that it provides protection and supplies accurate and correct information on the regular basis in the market. Next is intermediaries. Now for intermediaries, what's the role of SEBI? As we know, this intermediary, these are providing a competent professional market. So these helps Yeah, these SABI, it helps intermediary provides better services to invest and to issue securities in a efficient way. Means there we have the three parties involved in this in this market, in this SABI. So here issuer, it is for issuer it is providing, mean it in this issuer are the person who gonna sell the securities, and investor who gonna invest on such securities. The intermediaries are the person who are acting as a middleman between the issuer and the investors. So all to these, there this SABI is performing a great job, or this SABI is um, and it is providing a such kind of purpose. It is helpful to these issuer and investors and intermediary bodies. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now up to this, Bacha, I just want to ask you, even last time also, two time classes were disconnected because it was over to 40 minutes. So there was some doubts asked by some students. Can you repeat the doubts if you have? I just want to clear you out all such doubts which you are facing in this chapter. You can ask me one by one. बोलो बच्चा. Okay. Sharon, you said about the lambda.
Yes, ma'am.
Was many times cross was disconnected and your topic is lambda always left. So, bacha, here there are speculators who are talking. So, speculators में क्या होता है? It's nature's work here. Means the nature of lambda, mean lambda type nature these speculators are having. As these lambdas, these are struggling one, means the speculators, those are to be like lambda, means are to be very struggling, as they are just to be like the bears. मैंने बोला था before understanding this lambda, just understand these bears. These are of a same nature like these. Means lambda have the same kind of nature like bears, because they also expect that in the future market the rates of the shares gonna fall. So that's way what they do, they sells all the securities and wait for the future time when the security is gonna be down, or the rate of the security is gonna be less. So although these are very struggling speculators like the lambda, and they are just they are not, they are pessimistic type, because they are not optimistic, they have no, they have just a negative issues, like maybe in a future the security is going to be fall. They will never buy in sake of rising the rates of securities in the future. They are just to be worried that maybe in the future the securities rate gonna be fall. So that's why they are called the lambda. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है. Anyone else? Yes, Bacha, anyone else? If you want to ask me, you can ask me. If you have any query about this business studies. We have studied these apna National Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange of India, and over the exchange, sorry, over the counter exchange of India. Can you tell me one by one what is the difference behind it, because we have studied both of these? Tell me one by one, what is the difference between this National Stock Exchange of India and the over-the-counter exchange of India? Tell me. Ayushi is here, Sharon is here, Vanchika is here, and Urvi. Tell me one by one, what is the difference? Give me 4 difference between these. Tell me. We have studied all this. We have a deep study. Bolo bacha. Pick up one by one. Give me a difference. Difference between
Ma'am,
national.
ma'am, in National Stock Exchange of India, in this, there is a coverage of national wide, means all the national based exchange are operated in this, and in over the country exchange of India, in this national wide is also in this category. Exchange is also done, but within the small companies, as not big as national NSEI.
Right. Means here it is, although those both are dealing in the wider coverage, means all they have wider means nationwide coverage they are covering, but difference is that it is covering only the small companies. Take next. Urvi. One has left the class. Urvi bachcha bolo.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in over-the-counter exchange of India, in this only small companies are registered and which have their paid-up capital like from 30 lakhs to 25 crores. But in National Stock Exchange, only those companies and like insurance companies or financial institutions are there where the paid-up capital is more than 25 crores. They have large
Right.
paid-up equity capital.
Huh. Or next. Vanchika. Yes, Vanchika. Can you give me more points? This difference between National Stock Exchange and over-the-counter exchange of India. Can you give me more points?
Ma'am, the NSCI was established in 1992, and over the counter exchange of India, this was established in 1990.
Okay. One more. Its settlement period is also there. What is the settlement period of NSEI? Settlement
Ma'am,
period for payment of the payment is made within the 15 days,
Yes, ma'am.
and here in the over the counter the payment it is to be made within the 7 days of the transaction. Check.
Yes,
Clear?
ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Anything else? If you want to ask me, you can ask me. Clear,
No,
everybody?
ma'am.
All clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Shall I
ma'am.
close?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Thank you, ma'am.